Hello, I'm Tauka. Yes, so the other day I sent the email. So yes, some students did not use Excel. Yes, but some students they already experienced how to use the Excel. But anyway, I'd like to here so show the basics of Excel usage. Okay, could you please just refer and try to apply to treat your own data for graduation or for each report. Okay, let's start. Okay, so I prepared just the example to calculate the, in that case to put the data about the body weight like this, and then so for example we try to catch a fish from day 0 and day 30, and so we measured body weight in both date. Okay, so in that case so we use the 6 fish, and so we set up 2 groups. Okay, please look at the day 0 here, and then so from these data, so basically we need to calculate the average and standard deviation, SD. In that case, so we can utilize this command, this one. Okay, so for example, if you put the average data from this one, 6 data, please click here, and then so click this command to calculate the various formula like average SD and another statistic analysis we can carry out from here. Please click here, and so after that you can see the various command, but in that case we need to calculate the average. So please click this one, average, and OK. Yes, like this the window appeared, and so please click here, and in this demotion so you can select which data you want to use for calculation of the average. So in that case we can recognize the data like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 from group A, and then click again and OK. Yes, so like this you can calculate the average body weight from 6 data. Okay, please double click here. Yes, so you can see which data you use for this calculation, and then so if you want to move to another value for calculation, you can easily move like this. Now this data came from here. Okay, go back again, and after that so when we calculate the SD, it means the errors variation from the 6 data. So we can click again this command, and you can select this one, STDEVS, for calculation of standard deviation. Okay, and OK. Yes, same with average. So just click here, and you can recognize the data like this, and OK. Yes, this is a standard deviation calculated from the 6 values. Okay, so of course another data, meaning the group B at day 0 or group the A and B at 30 days, also need to calculate the average and standard deviation. But as you know, I set up the same position each values, and the group and the position was almost the same. So in that case, either you can copy the calculation for another data. So it means just please try to copy here and paste. Yes, like this. So either you can calculate the average and SD. Of course, not only 2 factors, but also another statistic analysis. Also, you can just copy and paste. Yes, like this. Okay. Yes, and then so could you please take care one things, because sometimes the people try to copy here and paste here, but at that time, so at previous time I deselected this one, but if you select second one, Yes, please click. Yes, no calculation about the average, the about the group B. Yes, as you know, the same value was pasted here. So it means okay, let's do again. Second one is just the pasting of only values, not including some calculation. Yes, in that case, could you please select copy and the first one, or please select this one. This is for just try to paste with formula, meaning a calculation. So which one is okay? But anyway, don't select this one in that case. Okay. Okay. So let's move to next. Okay, like this. So I success to calculate average and ST. So basically, by using these data, we'd like to prepare some figures. Yes, for your graduation test too, you need to prepare some figures. Okay, for example, okay, please wait. Okay, and then so let's try to use the data about the day salary. Okay, and now like this, copy, and in that case, could you please just try to select this one, second one, because I'd like to paste the only values. Yes, this value I'd like to transfer to this area, so just please select this one, second one. Okay, and the SD also just the same way. Okay, so by using these data, so we can prepare some bar graph. Okay, just could you please check the area, and please this one, maybe in English version, maybe insert something like that, but anyway, could you please select second one to make the figures. Okay, and then so maybe you can see some barriers on the type of figures. So in that case, why don't you try to select the bar graph, this one. Yes, like this. Okay, and then so this is just this bar came from this value average, but we'd like to put the ST variation of the errors. So in that case, could you please click on the bars? Yes, and select this one. So here, could you please select E means the error bars, and then so after that, could you please select the final one? Okay, you can see these are commands, and then firstly, depending on your style, but usually like this data, so you can use like this the error bars, or just only one way like this. Okay, and then so which value you want to use, so in that case you can use this one. Yes, okay. So this this information about plus error, this is a minus error, so it means the plus and minus, but in that case just I selected only plus, only this way, so it means you can just only click here and you can select this one. Okay, and okay. Yes, so like this you can see this value was already reflected into the data here like this. Okay, could you please remember how to make it? Okay, yes, and then so if when we try to compare between two groups based on statistic analysis like a t-test, okay, so please try to carry out by using this command. Okay, and you can select this one, t-test, and okay. Yes, So t-test for comparison between only two groups. Yes, in that case, let's try to compare the two groups at the day 30 like this. The setup data is this one from group A, and the second one have to choose to the next the group. So it means that the group B like this. Okay, so after checking the data, so we have to select how to analyze these data. Okay, so please click here. Sorry, oh my god. Here, so maybe in English version too, you can see if you click here, so you can see some the information how you can analyze the data based on the t-test. In that case, of course, depending on the condition of the experiment, but in that case, just you can select the two. And the next one, these are kinds of the are checking about the significance. Okay, and so you can select the three from 1 to 3. Yes. So in that case, basically you can choose, one. Okay, and then okay. Yes, you can see the result. Yes. Okay, I'll check. This is just 10 to the minus 6. This means the 10 to the minus 6, but let's try to change the expression data. Okay, please wait. Okay, so please just try to change, okay. Yes, or this is the result of the t-test, and the name of value is p value. Okay, and when you write down some papers for graduation, I mean the thesis or the writing a paper in academic journals, so you need to carry out the statistic analysis, and you have to refer p-value. So basically, so many the paper employed this condition. So if p-value is less than 0.05, yes, in that case 0.00000, so very less than, smaller the value than the 0.05, but anyway less than 0.05, it means that two groups have statistically have significance. So it means that this calculation support the data are in the group A and B is quite different. So it means after capturing the fish for 30 days, group B, the body weight is significantly higher than group A. Okay, like this. But let's try to change the value artificially. The calculation came from here, so, but for example, we try to change like this. Okay, so this value changed because the average, the previous the average is very different, and so standard deviation also not so big. So that's why so the significant different at the p-value less than 0.05 was detected. But now I did change the value artificial like this. Yes, 4.8, but 3, and so very fluctuated. So that's why the p-value 0.28, it means the higher than 0.05. So in that case, so no significance, we can say like this. Let's try to paste here these data. Yes, like this. Average value also very similar, and so in group B there the SD is very big. So it means so each data was overlapped each other. It means between A and B. So it means group A and B never changed the growth rate, body weight here like this. Okay. So could you please remember how to use the t-test to check the significance? Okay, just finally I try to the calculations. Okay, so for example, I know the value as body weight, but if these are just the body ranks, body ranks. So in that case, we can the evaluate increase of the body ranks before starting experiment, after 30 days of culturing, like this. By the way, too, so in that case, how we can calculate the differences before and after culturing? Just you can see, we can simply they put the manually the formula. Okay, so basically for calculation we need to put the equal firstly, and so by typing in each cell information we can put the value information here. So it means in case of this one 4.8, so this is a G8, so try to put the G8 sorry G9. Okay, G9. Yes, already I clicked here, and so I'd like to subtract from this data to this data because I'd like to check the growth rate. So how the body weight increase before after culturing. So in that case, just you can put the minus, and then so you can check the value 1.9 against this one. Okay, in that case the C9. Yes, and enter. Yes, like this. So subtraction from from the 4.8 to the 1.9. So we can put the formula like this. Okay. Yes, like this easily we can calculate the Excel about the treatment of data. Okay, so this is just the basics. Of course, some students already knows, but some students did not know, did not use this protocol. So could you please remember? And why don't you try to use by yourself? Just try to use. And if you cannot understand, of course you can ask me. But it's better to ask your the colleagues, as senior students or your supervisor in your laboratory. Okay. Yes, this is just the basics of Excel. Thank you. Bye bye.